we have had good moments and maybe other moments which we would have done better. And that is a good thing also, Your Excellency, because Socrates, one of the greatest philosophers, did say that a life unexamined is not worth living. It is good to examine ourselves at every point, reflect, and take stock, so that we are not on one continuous journey making good speed, but without the reflection to help us understand whether we are doing things right. And many times when we reflect, we'll find areas to correct, improve, and make the journey ahead even better. I say so because, Your Excellency, a story is told of a pilot who announced to his passengers that, ladies and gentlemen, we are making very good time. We are cruising at very good speed. But the good news ends there. The bad news is that we've lost all our instrumentation and we are not sure where we are going. So if we do not have time like this to reflect on our country's journey, we may miss one or two things there, and just like this pilot, be making good progress, but we are not sure that we are making progress to our destination. Your Excellency, allow me also again to say that we have heard the sermon, and I totally agree with the preacher of the day about the need to build relationships with each other, those who are afar, those who are near, our men and women, this generation, the other generation. And I agree, it's not only godly, but that is the most cost-effective way to handle our affairs. Your Excellency, while we are at that relation-building process, I am very happy to see today here our brothers and sisters from our neighboring countries within the East African community, and even the prayers that were made here for the continent, for the East African region, for Kenya, and for the world. And looking at the choir here, of course, the choir is much improved from last year's performance. Osoro and company, pongezi. I think there is greater harmony and greater melody than last year. Last year was a bit chaotic. But Your Excellency, I say that we need to work on these relationships continuously, and looking at what was presented here, especially with our most immediate neighbors, Tanzania, Uganda, is a good thing. And I hope some of the exchanges we've seen from our political leaders between our countries, we must use a moment like this to arrest those situations, because it doesn't look tidy when brothers and neighbors are talking at each other. We must build good relationships and sustain them. Your Excellency, in the same manner, we need to build relationships across generations. The older people who are the age of our fathers, the parents of today, the younger adults who are starting their families, the young children, and even the unborn. That intergenerational friendship and solidarity is important. No one generation is superior or more important than the other. So I agree with the message of today's speaker, who is quite inspirational.